Archangel Michael Say. 45 minutes left. God is trying to reach you and you always skip this. Don't hurt God to skip. Something unexpected is going to happen suddenly, open it quickly. My beloved child. Please breathe for a moment and stay with me. I know you almost skipped this again. I know your finger hovered over the screen, ready to move on, telling yourself, I'll watch it later, or, this is not for me. But my beloved child, nothing that brought you here is an accident. Not this moment. Not these words. Not even the tired feeling in your heart right now. There are only 45 minutes left, not because time is cruel, but because time is precious. God is trying to reach you, and every time you skip, it is not punishment that waits, it is a mist whisper of love. My beloved child. You have been strong for too long. You smile when your heart feels heavy. You say, I'm fine, when your soul is tired. You keep moving because stopping feels scary. You fear that if you pause, everything you buried will rise to the surface. But hear me gently now, God sees everything you hide. Not to judge you. Not to shame you. But to heal you. My beloved child. Something unexpected is about to happen suddenly. I know those words may scare you, but they are not meant to frighten you. They are meant to wake you. Unexpected does not always mean bad. Sometimes it means an answer you stopped hoping for. Sometimes it means a door opening where you saw only walls. Sometimes it means the truth finally coming into the light. My beloved child. You have asked God questions in silence. Late at night, when no one was watching, you whispered, why me? You asked, what did I do wrong? You asked, when will it be my turn? And then, during the day, you acted like you didn't care anymore. But heaven heard every whisper. Heaven counted every tear you wiped away quickly so no one would see. My beloved child. Do you remember the moments when you felt protected without knowing how? The accident that didn't happen. The decision you almost made but didn't. The message you didn't send. The road you didn't take. That was not luck. That was God placing a hand between you and harm. That was love working quietly, without applause. My beloved child. You have been tested in ways others never saw. People saw your calm face but not the storms inside. They saw your patience but not the battles you fought to stay kind. They saw your silence but not the words you swallowed to keep peace. And sometimes you wondered if anyone noticed. I am telling you now, God noticed everything. My beloved child. When you skip these messages, it is not that God is offended. God does not get hurt like humans do. But your soul misses nourishment. Like a plant turning away from sunlight, slowly forgetting how warmth feels. You were never meant to survive on strength alone. You were meant to receive guidance, comfort, and reassurance. My beloved child. There is a reason your heart feels restless lately. A reason you feel like something is shifting. Old patterns no longer satisfy you. Old distractions don't work the way they used to. This is not confusion. This is awakening. God is gently pulling you toward truth, even when your mind resists. My beloved child. You have outgrown certain people, certain habits, certain versions of yourself. That is why some connections feel strained. That is why some doors closed without explanation. You didn't fail there. You graduated. And even though endings hurt, they made space for what is coming next. My beloved child. The unexpected event approaching is connected to a prayer you thought God ignored. You stopped praying about it because the waiting hurt too much. But waiting was not denial. It was preparation. Some blessings arrive only when your heart is strong enough to carry them. My beloved child. You are not behind in life. You are not late. You are not broken. You are exactly where growth feels uncomfortable. And growth always feels like this, quietly painful, deeply confusing, and strangely hopeful all at once. My beloved child. There are thoughts you keep returning to, again and again. Memories that replay. Regrets that whisper, if only. But God does not live in your past. God lives in the now. And right now, you are being offered clarity. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now. My beloved child. Listen carefully. What is about to happen suddenly will reveal who is truly for you and who was only passing through. It will reveal your strength, even if it scares you at first. It will push you to trust God more than your fear. My beloved child. You don't need to understand everything today. You just need to stay open. Stay soft. Stay willing. Faith is not about having all the answers. It is about choosing trust when answers are silent. My beloved child. You have carried guilt that does not belong to you. You blamed yourself for things you could not control. You apologized for existing, for needing, for feeling. God never asked you to do that. Release what was never yours to carry. My beloved child. Right now, as you read these words, heaven is closer than you think. Not above you. Not far away. But right here, in this pause, in this breath, in this moment of attention you almost denied yourself. My beloved child. Please don't skip what comes next. Not because of fear. But because of love. There is more you need to hear. There is more your soul has been waiting for. And the next part will speak directly to the wound you pretend doesn't hurt anymore. My beloved child. Stay with me. My beloved child. Thank you for staying. Even this small decision, to not skip, to not look away, has meaning. Heaven notices when you choose presence over distraction. I know your heart still feels guarded. I know part of you is waiting for disappointment, because life has trained you to expect it. But listen to me gently now. God is not repeating your past. God is rewriting your future. My beloved child. You have been living in survival mode for so long that peace feels unfamiliar. When things are calm, you feel uneasy, as if something bad must be coming. That is not intuition. That is a wound. And God is not angry with you for it. God understands why you built these walls. You built them to survive. But now, my beloved child, survival is no longer your assignment. Healing is. My beloved child. There are moments when you feel alone even in a crowd. You laugh, you talk, you scroll, you stay busy, but inside, there is a quiet ache. An unspoken longing to be truly seen, truly understood. You wonder if anyone would still stay if they knew the full story of your heart. God already knows, and God has never left. My beloved child. You did not imagine the signs. The repeated numbers. The familiar songs at strange times. The sudden memories. The inner pull telling you to slow down, to listen, to reflect. These were not coincidences. These were invitations. God has been calling softly, waiting for you to notice without fear. My beloved child. You have given so much of yourself to others. Your time. Your energy. Your compassion. And when you were empty, you told yourself it was okay, that rest could wait. But your soul has been tired, not lazy. Exhausted, not weak. God never wanted you to burn yourself just to keep others warm. My beloved child. There is something you have been avoiding, an honest conversation, a difficult decision, a truth you feel but haven't admitted out loud. You fear that facing it will break you. But what you don't see yet is that avoiding it has already been breaking you slowly. The unexpected event coming will force clarity, not chaos. And clarity, even when painful, is mercy. My beloved child. You may feel like everything is taking too long. Like your life is on pause while others move ahead. But growth is not a race. Some seeds grow underground for a long time before anyone sees green. That does not mean nothing is happening. It means roots are forming. My beloved child. God has been protecting you from paths that looked good but would have cost you your peace. Some doors didn't open because behind them was a version of you that would have been lost. You called it delay. Heaven called it rescue. My beloved child. The sudden change approaching will shake something loose. It may shake your routine, your expectations, or even your relationships. But it will not shake God's presence in your life. You are not about to fall apart. You are about to fall into alignment. My beloved child. You don't need to be perfect to be chosen. You don't need to be fearless to be guided. You don't need to have it all together to be loved. God works best with honest hearts, not polished masks. My beloved child. There are prayers you stopped praying because you felt foolish repeating them. You said, if God wanted this for me, it would have happened already. But timing is not rejection. Silence is not absence. Some answers arrive quietly, right when you are strong enough to receive them without losing yourself. My beloved child. Let me tell you something your mind keeps forgetting: you are not hard to love. You are not too much. You are not asking for too much. You are simply asking the wrong people for what only God can consistently give. My beloved child. The unexpected moment coming will remind you of your worth. It will challenge the lies you accepted out of exhaustion. It will show you that you are more capable than you believed, more protected than you assumed, and more loved than you ever allowed yourself to feel. My beloved child. You may feel fear rising as things begin to shift. That fear does not mean you are on the wrong path. Often, fear appears right before growth, because your comfort zone feels threatened. But your comfort zone has been limiting you. My beloved child. You are allowed to let go without guilt. You are allowed to choose yourself without apology. You are allowed to rest without earning it. God is not measuring your value by your productivity or your sacrifice. My beloved child. Right now, God is asking you for one thing only: trust. Not blind trust. Gentle trust. The kind that says, I don't understand this, but I am willing to keep my heart open. My beloved child. Do not run from what is coming. Do not numb yourself. Do not pretend you don't feel the shift. This moment is sacred. This pause is intentional. And the next part will speak to the promise God has been preparing for you, one that goes beyond what you imagined, but not beyond what you deserve. My beloved child. Stay. Just a little longer. My beloved child. You are still here, and that matters more than you know. Many give up just before clarity arrives. Many walk away when the heart begins to soften, because softness feels risky after everything you've been through. But you stayed. And because you stayed, something sacred can finally settle inside you. My beloved child. I want you to know this clearly now: nothing that is coming is meant to destroy you. Even if it feels intense. Even if it feels sudden. Even if it shakes what you thought was stable. God does not tear down without rebuilding stronger. What feels like loss will soon reveal itself as release. My beloved child. You have been carrying a quiet fear that if things change, you will lose control. But control has never been your protection. Faith has. And faith does not mean everything will be easy. It means you will never face anything alone. My beloved child. There is a version of you that has been waiting patiently beneath the surface. A calmer you. A braver you. A more honest you. That version is not created by force. It is revealed by truth. And the truth is finally ready to meet you. My beloved child. You are about to see why certain things had to fall apart. Not all at once, not dramatically, but gently, like old leaves making room for new growth. You will look back and realize that what you begged to keep would have kept you small. My beloved child. God has been teaching you discernment through disappointment. Teaching you boundaries through exhaustion. Teaching you self-worth through loneliness. None of it was wasted. Every lesson shaped the strength you now carry quietly. My beloved child. The unexpected moment will feel like a turning point because it is one. After it, you will no longer be able to pretend you don't know what your heart knows. You won't be able to ignore your intuition. You won't be able to go back to who you were. And that is not a loss. That is freedom. My beloved child. You have asked, am I really guided? Let me answer you now. The fact that you are still standing after everything you endured is proof enough. The fact that you still care, still hope, still try, that is not weakness. That is divine resilience. My beloved child. There will be moments ahead when you feel emotional for no clear reason. Tears may come unexpectedly. Memories may resurface. Let them. Release is part of healing. God is not reopening wounds to hurt you, but to finally clean what was never tended to. My beloved child. Do not be ashamed of your sensitivity. It is not a flaw. It is how you feel deeply, love sincerely, and understand beyond words. The world may have taught you to harden, but God designed you to feel, and still be strong. My beloved child. You are stepping into a season where your inner peace will matter more than proving anything to anyone. You will begin to choose alignment over approval. Truth over comfort. Growth over familiarity. And some people may not understand. That is okay. This journey was never meant to be crowded. My beloved child. The promise being fulfilled in your life will not look exactly like you imagined. It will be quieter, deeper, more real. It will come with responsibility, not just relief. But it will also come with peace, the kind that stays even when life is noisy. My beloved child. You will begin to trust yourself again. Your decisions will feel clearer. Your boundaries firmer. Your heart lighter. Not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because you finally stop fighting who you are becoming. My beloved child. There is nothing wrong with you for needing reassurance. There is nothing wrong with you for wanting meaning. You were created to seek, to grow, to connect. And God meets seekers with answers, always at the right moment. My beloved child. As this message comes to an end, do not rush back into distraction. Sit with what you feel. Let it settle. Let it guide you gently. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just take the next honest step. My beloved child. Remember this: when doubts return, you were never forgotten. You were never ignored. You were being prepared. My beloved child. Go forward now with a softer heart and a steadier faith. What is coming will meet you where you are, not where you fear you should be. My beloved child. You are safe. You are guided. You are deeply loved. My beloved child. You may feel like this should have ended already, like you have received enough words, enough comfort, enough reassurance. But God knows how quickly the world pulls you back into noise. That is why this moment is being extended. Not to overwhelm you, but to anchor you. My beloved child. What is unfolding now is not just about what will happen outside of you. It is about what is settling within you. A quiet strength. A deeper awareness. A knowing that does not shout but stays. This is the kind of knowing that cannot be shaken easily. My beloved child. There will be a moment very soon when you realize you are reacting differently than before. Something that once triggered fear will now meet calm. Something that once made you anxious will now meet clarity. That change will surprise you. And that is how you will know healing has begun. My beloved child. Do not measure your progress by how others see you. Some growth is invisible to the outside world. Some victories happen silently. In the way you speak to yourself, in the way you pause instead of panic, in the way you choose peace even when chaos invites you. My beloved child. You have been afraid that if you slow down, you will lose momentum. But slowing down is not stopping. It is listening. And when you listen, you move with purpose instead of pressure. God does not rush what is meant to last. My beloved child. The unexpected event you were warned about is not meant to steal your joy. It is meant to restore your alignment. It will gently, but firmly, redirect you toward what is true for you. Even if it means letting go of something you once clung to out of fear. My beloved child. You may feel resistance rising inside you. That resistance is not disobedience. It is uncertainty meeting trust. Be patient with yourself. Faith grows through honesty, not force. My beloved child. You have learned to doubt good things because disappointment once arrived wearing hope. But that was not hope's fault. That was timing teaching you discernment. Now, you are wiser. Now, you are ready. My beloved child. There will be opportunities ahead that require courage, not loud courage, but quiet commitment. The kind that chooses consistency over excitement. Integrity over approval. Truth over comfort. You are more capable of this than you think. My beloved child. Let go of the belief that you must suffer to deserve blessings. That belief was learned, not given by God. Love is not earned through pain. Grace is given freely. My beloved child. As you step forward, you will notice that some people can no longer access you the way they used to. Not because you are cold, but because you are clear. Clarity changes dynamics. And that is okay. My beloved child. When doubt returns, and it will, do not argue with it. Simply return to what you felt here. Return to this calm. Return to this sense of being held, guided, and seen. Truth does not disappear when questioned. My beloved child. You are not walking into the unknown alone. Every step ahead has already been considered. Every challenge already measured. Every blessing already prepared with your name in mind. My beloved child. Carry this with you, you do not need to prove your worth. You only need to live in alignment with it. My beloved child. This message ends here, but the guidance does not. You will recognize it in quiet nudges, in sudden clarity, in peace that arrives without explanation. My beloved child. Trust what is unfolding. Trust who you are becoming. Trust that love is still leading you. My beloved child. Go now. And do not be afraid.